And look at that, these two having everything on the table now to get into the grand final. And the seriousness, nerves, anxiety a little bit, because you want to go there and play and give your best. You know, we said before, Harry, those moments are not for everyone.
Which one of the two of them do you think are gonna make it in?
Oh, that's tough. You can't put us on the spot like that, Sarah.
I'm putting you on the spot like that, sorry.
I'm going to say, based on what I've seen, Romy has been very impressive. Now, the other thing I've seen is Shay is not wearing his earphones anymore. And I'm a man of tradition.
That's your key.
If you break tradition, it's like nothing new on game day. You don't wear new anything. You don't have a new controller. You don't wear new underwear. You keep everything the same.
Yeah,
a superstition. So yeah, based on that alone, I'm gonna say Romy.
I believe Romy will know how to stop that formation from Shay, and I bet Romy too.
Okay, well there you go. 2 for Romy and none for Shamilbuzi, unfortunately. But who knows? Maybe he has a thing to say. We'll find out now. So why don't we go ahead and get ready for our final match, the group stage then for today at Shamilbuzi against Romy. Enjoy.
Here in match number 6 of the live stream, it will be Romy against Shamilbuzi, our Eastern Asia qualifier and our Western Asia qualifier to this event. And we saw the group tables a moment ago, Alex, but for those who are just joining right now, the mission here is simple for Shay on your screen. If you beat the man in front of you, you guarantee yourself in the grand final. Anything less than that, you're leaving it up to the hands of what happens in the other game. Of course, we have Clapped, who's eliminated, taking on Guifera, but if you get a draw here, there is a chance if Clapped steals a result and then goal difference comes into play. I think the mentality is simple. You just have to win this game. If you win this game, you're in the grand final.
No, definitely. No, a victory from Clappe will open, over Guifera will open the door for these two, from Romy and Shay, to get into the grand final. That is something that we'll be sharing with the people at home during the match. The reality is like 2 points where Shay's strength is to make uncomfortable his opponent. But with that 5 center back from Romy, I will say those fullbacks will get closer to the winger of Shay Budna, and that will force Shay to play more over the center, and that is where he's not that OP nowadays. So beside that, there's 2 options. Maybe Romy feels uncomfortable because his fullbacks are too far, and he needs to get in closer to the wingers, and then beside that, I think there's everything on the table of Romy. If he's able to manage the control of the game, to put his identity into the match, he will have the initiative and he can maybe score the lead. But no one can expect that from Shay Budna. He beat Clapped in a massive way, dominating the match overall, making him uncomfortable. Why not? Once again, no? So we said Romy, but I mean, at this point,
it's possible.
Everything is possible. I mean, details will make the difference so far.
I have a question for you. When we saw Shamil, it's actually we're preparing for kickoff here. When we saw Shay take on Clapped, we saw him have a lot of success with the switching of the play, looking for the likes of Garnacho down the wing on the other side. Do you think he'll have the same success here against Romy, or do you think the fullbacks getting closer to the wingers will prevent that?
That's the point, because the fullback for Romy go hype up the pitch a lot. So if he don't finish his chances, he will still have the same problem, because the winger for Shay Budna will be ready every single time. So it's all about if Romy can create chances and finish them. If this is happening during the whole match, I think Romy can control the game. If he starts not to finish their chances over the counters, Shay will start to be better and better and getting some confidence. That's true that when you have 5 center back, you have the advantage that you can go wrong with one of the defenders and you still having another one defending your back. So we'll see. Game on. The last one of the group stage. the Israeli Shamilbuzi8 facing the Indonesian Romy for a spot into the grand final.
Well, they say matchups make matches. We will see a clash of play styles here as Kickoff has come and gone. It is Romy in the away strip in possession early. And it will be Shamilbuzi8 from Israel. In the home strip, did have Kickoff possession, but
for
gave
Romy.
it away
It's
early.
a good one, Harry.
Bruno here for Romy! Ooh, wide! That is wide. And a let-off for Shamilbuzi8.
This is typical finishing from Indonesia with normal shot, just opening the angle to the wrong foot and almost in. That was a nice try.
Sliced it a little bit in the end, Bruno, but that will give Shamil something to think about.
Romy seems really focused into the match. He's a really calm guy, even when he scores, doesn't celebrate that much, but he's really smart. So we'll see if he can able to put that smart action and movement into the right moment, which is now in front of his opponent. Casemiro with a super cancel just to make Shamilbuzi8 move to left to side. And now the counter. Look at that, how close is Diego Dalot. That's the point. He's closer, he can catch those runs.
Let me tell you, Alex, we are blessed to have you on the commentary.
But look at this one, nobody there.
This is a mistake
the finish
potentially
dribbling
by Romy. The way you're able to pick apart the tactics is exactly as you predicted. Now, Romy would love to give himself that extra bit of cushioning. He's not guaranteed to be in the grand final just yet, so we'll play this as if it's any other match.
And now look at the map downtown. There is one closer. The left back is closer. Something that didn't happen from Clappet before. So that was an easy pass for Shamilbuzi8 every single time.
We need to show us a different dimension here, Shamilbuzi8, if he's going to take down
nice
the
ball.
Indonesian of Romy. Kobe Maino into the box here. Dello for company. Oh, it's still alive! And it is the Indonesian striking first. Joshua Zirkzee will get the second chance strike into the net and put all the pressure onto Shamilbuzi8.
Same that Shay is forcing his opponent to have a hard time defending. This time he wasn't aware of that long run from Kobe Maino, that CMF box-to-box showtime card. Opening the left-hand side, no one protecting him, and the secondary chance after that rebound. It came the ball to Joshua Zirkzee to put it into the net. 1-0, and we saw the celebration from Romy saying with a face like, well, yeah, the rebound, it was a clear chance. Great goal, Indonesia leading. But yeah, it's worth it, it's fair. I got the rebound, and it's Romy leading, and a great situation. I think Shamilbuzi8 now need to think about he has no superiority attacking, and he's on a disadvantage when he's defending. So, new situation for him.
What different dimension can he show us to overcome this really difficult opponent here? Romy has been very impressive. The referee's brought this one back for an infringement. Looks like Kobe Mainu into the book for Romy.
You maybe now can be faster on your decision, your timings, or your intensity, or activating plan B. There's no room, because if you keep at the same rhythm, at the same pace, Romy's there waiting for you.
It's been exactly that so far in the opening 20 minutes. If you're just joining us, Romy just needs to draw this match and he will be in the grand final later on. What is at stake is a chance to represent Manchester United at the World Finals as the club event champion. You need to win the grand final later on in order to get that honour.
Oh, look at that, nice ball. And look at the superiority with those long runs. Diego Dalot, Bruno Fernandes.
Looks so sharp, doesn't he,
And when
Romy?
he goes to the left, it was the left back joining the attack. I mean, the formation is working. It's a mobile formation so far. In console, not many people using it. But maybe after today, Harry, a lot will start to use this 5 centre-back formation.
25 minutes gone.
Oh, miss pass, I would say.
And what is happening, of course, in in the competition room, just beyond the practice room, is that Guifera will be playing clapped, and that's a nice ball cut out. The other match in this group will be going on at the same time. Guifera will be liking the scoreline he sees right now. Here's the group stage results.
1-1 Guifera clap right
stage. Now. 1-1, as you say, that's a close one.
That put Guifera into the grand final. Shamilbuzi8 needs a goal and a victory from clap by Guifera.
He's had plenty of possession here. The referee has played advantage. None to be seen, though.
But that's lovely, no? Those tactically advantages or disadvantages depend on opponent, depend the information you're using. I'm really obsessed to understand what's going on every single time.
Well, it's the difference maker at these club event finals, Alex, because we see the different regions come in and give their different spins on all the different clubs and the personnel and the cards available.
And every country plays in a different way. So not just the region, every country. I mean, that's unbelievable. And that's why it makes this competition so difficult, because you come here, you have practice with your region players. Now different story. You can't predict someone playing with 5 center backs at this stage, for example. So yeah, that's why the highest stage is always a tough task. You know? It's like being here is so difficult. Winning here even more. Being at the World Finals is so really difficult. But winning the World Championship, that's next level. So those stages is where the player needs to start to get experience for. No? It's so difficult to just be at the World Finals winning it at first time.
Garnacho gets a booking for Shamilbuzi, trying to prevent that counter-attack. 10 minutes until half-time. In towards Xerxes, Ireland trying to get it under his control. Casemiro will bring it
10 minutes left
towards the defense of the Israeli here.
Nice, pretty. Oh, the mistake.
That's a big mistake.
Purple
power bar doubles the advantage.
And we got the feeling that from there is no reason to estimate a pass. And yes, what a banger. Romy, Zeus Romy, scoring 2 goals from the man from Indonesia.
Just compounds the misery for Shea. He knew he needed to win this game, but that type of mistake at this level is too costly. He stood off his man as well, invited that stunning strike. And when you see the purple power bar, you know there's some added zip on the input that follows, and you see the misery for the 30-year-old on the stage. 5 minutes until half-time. It is the Indonesian in full control here.
5 minutes left.
Ireland, who has been quite quiet this game. It's been mostly Xerxes providing the threat for Romy, giving him a bit of a different dimension. Look at the man on the far side. Can't quite get the ball to him, though.
Nice matchup with Lisandro Martinez for Romy. Shamilbuzi8 now haven't created a single action already into the match. It could be this one. Amad Diallo for Rasmus Holland, the first time shot. He's trying that one. He's trying to have a same mindset compared to the previous game. But in front, we are seeing a really, really solid version of Zeus Romy. It's not giving a room of a chance of his opponent.
In
nice
stoppage
ball.
time, as that one is offside.
Yeah.
And what is the game plan here for Shamilbuzi? You get to half-time, it's going to be 2-0 unless you can fashion a chance here.
Yeah.
You've got to show a different plan to your opponent. Here's Bruno Fernandes at the end of the first half. Can he halve the deficit? He's got so many people following him. The answer to the question is no. And Romy, thanks to the Xerxes brace, will enter half-time up 2-0.
And in the meantime, we are having an update from the games playing on the offline. Sounds really good for Gifera chances, no? Because the victory of Romy will put automatically Gifera into the grand final. So we'll see, no? Solid version of Romy, and now is Shamilbuzi8 putting 3 strikers all together to make something different, to make some putting some difficulties over a guy which is really solid, confident, not really that many emotion. No, we refer obviously to Romy, and that he's, you know, chilling with that position you referred before, Harry, at the chair.
I've heard it called all kinds of different things. I play it at home. I know it as Indian style. Some people know it as Turkish style, just where you play cross-legged on the chair.
I mean, it's good enough, right? But for me, I can't keep like 2 or 3 hours on that position. I need to keep moving. Maybe I need to work over my flexibility.
Hip flexors, I think it is.
Maybe that's my problem. Yep. Yeah, I think so. I found it here, covering the Manchester United finals. Here we go. Second half. Romy, the man from Indonesia, leading 2 goals up over the Israeli Shamilbuzi8.
Second half now. It has been all Romy. Everything been going his way, and it's the right mindset, I think, to have to go in and win every single match, or at least try to, because you don't want to come in thinking, oh, a draw is enough. Hoyland on the ball for it now. Xerxes just tries to do too much. I think this will be a free kick.
It will be. That super cancel finesse from Romy was wonderful. Let's see the free kick, eh? Bruno Fernandes, many options to do. We'll see.
He's a set-piece specialist, isn't he, the Portuguese?
The pass to Rasmus Holland, shot! To the wrong side. Onana was waiting exactly there. Nice set-piece.
Really nice.
Yeah, because it's difficult to switch to control quickly, to go for the pressure in that short, small space of time. And yeah, well done. Almost in. A potential 3rd goal will be too much for Shamilbuzi8 now.
It looks like, if any way, the next goal would come the way of Romy to really put his stamp on this group. Bruno Fernandes dispossessed.
Taking so long. Those churns from Bruno. Now the counter, Harry.
Back to Bruno. And it's really just been relentless here from Romy. He has been turning the screw.
Look at that. And the cross. No.
Dalot.
He decided for the trick and a little behind the defender. But overall, Harry, we are seeing that a really comfortable position for Romy. They have room for risk, chances, made something new, and now looking for the 3rd one.
And you called it before the game, Alex. It's very, very difficult to allow your game style to translate from player to player. When they play a different tactic that kind of nullifies your biggest strength, it can be difficult to adjust. Here's Diallo, though.
I will say that it's better to Shamilbuzi8 play versus Gifera, because the tactic done against Romy, I think it's the perfect tactic. The one from Romy to stop all the single attack from Shamilbuzi8. So it's the perfect counter.
Speaking of counters, there was a chance, but it has been mostly Romy. There is signs of life here, though, from Shamilbuzi8, and let me tell you, there is plenty of time to get 2 goals in this game, but the problem is there's not really been clear-cut chances for Shay here at Old Trafford. Here in this match, it's been really Romy that's looked the more comfortable and confident of the 2.
Nice one, eh? But yeah, in those moments that maybe Shay needs a break, a pause, just to, you know, some fresh legs, just to think about it, because time is running. No one is really connecting some passes, action, but it's positive. This is really positive for Romy, who has advantage on the score.
Bruno Fernandes looking for that cross-field ball.
That's a desperate action.
It worked for him earlier against Clap,
solution.
But you can't quite connect with it against Romy. As you said, the tactics just vastly different.
at the end, think about it. You have 5 players. It's impossible to not to have one of them close to your wingers. It's Romy now with a chance to pass in. Kobe Maino regaining that ball.
15 minutes left. No pause queued up either.
No. This is slow pace part of the game is really smart from Romy, because it's what the game needs. And now, yes, substitution, 15 minutes left. We see the shape of now after change for first time before the formation. It's slightly getting into a new one. 2 center strikers. Kobe Maino up front. It's almost all in, no? In terms of eFootball. But no, it could be even more if he start to play 3 center backs. But if you haven't practiced that match, it's not
it's difficult.
Recommended. Yeah.
It's difficult. You also have to remember Shade doesn't have any idea what's happening in the Guifera match either.
Right.
So,
but he knows he needs to win.
He knows he needs to win.
I mean, draw,
to keep it within his own
but
hands.
no, win basically.
So, yeah, I think this is wise. He has now transitioned to that 3 at the back. Commit another volley forward. It needs to happen, really.
The thing is, like, facing that 5 center back from Romy, unless you start to regaining the counter from Romy, is not that advantage to play 3 defender backs versus that 5 defenders from Romy. It's more about to accumulate 5 strikers, to have one of your players next to each defender of Romy, and try to be better in that 1v1 situations. It's not easy, but which is more difficult is to be that good attacking with that Romy formation.
It is definitely not easy. And we saw a similar type of scenario in the match we just saw between Gu and Rentao on mobile, where Gu was trailing in the group and needed to win. He was able to do so against the world champion. For Shea, it's proven quite difficult. He goes straight for goal, but I think Anana there, evenly matched.
Nice
saw it from distance.
Substitutions taking place.
Finally connecting those passes. It's just a 60, but it was Romy waiting for that turn. 11.
So congested in that back 5.
Plus
it almost becomes a back 7, back 8 when you add in those defensive midfielders as well.
I will see desperate situation for Shea that maybe, I don't know. An early goal now could force the situation over the limits. We'll see. Oh.
But if Mason Mount keeps stepping up like that,
that
could be it. And that is it.
Clinical. The man from Indonesia, Zeus Romy, putting in 3-0. And Matt Diallo. And this guy is still chilling because he knows the goal is not done yet. Is looking for the glory, which is wins today. Later on, the grand final, the console platform. Wonderful play. That pass and ran from Diallo. Great pass for Rasmus Holland. Nothing for Shamilbuzi8 that sadly will say bye-bye to this Manchester United club event finals.
Of course, we downplay it because the scoreline now is 3-0, but that goal was fantastic. Really was. Nice finish. The build-up was amazing, but with that, of course, Lunar New Year campaign, Diallo, he's got really nice finishing and stats all round. Used to perfection to finish off that move by Romy, who will, it's looking like, will face Guifera. In fact, it's guaranteed now he will face Guifera in the grand final. It will be amazing. We couldn't split them earlier on. We have to split them this time.
Their match before was amazing as well. And having it in the final will be glory for our eyes, not for all the fans, eFootball fans, spectators, players who want to learn, no, from the best player across the world.
Will there be a final chance?
Yes, it is.
No celebration from Shamilbuzi because he knows In the grand scheme of it, it means nothing. But he will end at least on a high points for himself
Once
with
he
this
connects,
goal on the stage.
when he connects those passes, we definitely will give to him the trophy as the best finisher so far of the day. Yeah? He doesn't need that much. Look at that.
Yeah, all it
Just a
takes.
60 left foot in a weird positioning as well.
Just a glimpse of goal is all he needs, but
Totally.
that's the reaction. Maybe a bit of regret.
He has to be proud of it. I mean,
Oh,
his
yeah.
performance just to be here is so difficult. And about facing such a big names of the scene of eFootball, it's not easy, definitely.
Still a chance we may see him feature at the World Finals later on in
look
the
at that.
summer. He's still
going for the
coming
second.
forward here as Hoyland's not giving up just yet.
Rocambole's shot into the defense, but Harry.
That is it. It is a date with the grand final for Zeus Romy. He will win the match 3-1. Will end the group stages undefeated.
And we'd like to inform you now
With
that the latest
7
travel information
points.
is currently being
Very
displayed
strong.
on the
Not that
screen.
bad, yeah.
Very strong indeed.
It says a lot, no? I think told by themselves how strong is the Indonesian community. We said before, Romy has competed international stage before. He's been runner-up in the Indonesian national competition, which is, let's say, the most difficult national competition across the world. And when you come here, you need to prove it. He's definitely proving. Just be at the final is a great achievement, but especially in this format, the runner-ups doesn't get anything special. No, Harry, just the winner. And meantime, it's unbelievable to see. Well, yeah, let's check it out. The replay of the match when we saw the first one, chance on to charge it for Romy, almost in with that simple left foot shot by Bruno Fernandes. And this fantastic run for Maino and the rebound in.
I think when you see that goal go in, you see Romy downplay the celebration. Psychologically, I think Shamilbuzi probably thought, yeah, I'm up against a different kind of beast here. I don't think my game plan will work as well as I intended. And when you concede first, especially after a chance in the opening 5 minutes, I mean, you give away possession, this stunning strike. I mean, the first half was all Romy, and he's well deserving of his grand final spot.
He blocked the strength of his opponent from the first chance of the game. So when that happens, if you don't find a plan B, and that we clearly saw that Shea didn't, that's it. That's football. You have your plan, and you need to overcome your opponent with your plan. And wasn't working for Shea now because Romy in front was so solid, clear mindset, dominating almost all the resources from the game, having different ways to get in, calm as well, patient,
Very calm.
and he's fairly enough deserved to be in the grand final so far.
Yeah, really nice finish there, topping off an amazing move by Diallo. And then I think we saw a glimpse of what Shea really can bring to the table, albeit it was in the 89th minute, so it didn't really mean too much in the end in terms of a final result, but it gave us a glimpse of perhaps the future. If we can see Shea maybe perhaps make it to another club event finals, we could see him potentially even make it to the world finals. There's still opportunities, but either way, we're now joined, Alex, by someone you know quite well. It's Romy, one of our grand finalists. Congratulations.
We have someone really serious at the moment, but that's for a reason. No, this guy come here to Manchester to become the champion. Romy, congratulations to make it into the grand final. First of all, how do you feeling overall tournament, last match?
Yeah, feeling good. I can show the group stage. Yeah, but it's not done yet. I have to focus for the grand final. Yeah.
Now, grand final versus Gifera, Brazil, Indonesia. Gifera, Romy, 1-1 on the group stage. And now the final, what do you expect? You will do something different to surprise him?
Yeah, let's see, Alex.
Oh, let's see. All right. It sounds interesting. Now, this guy,
Keeping his cards close to his Chester
That's
doesn't
the
want to
point.
give anything away. Smart man, smart man.
Any message from your community, your people back home in Indonesia? Any message? Your time.
Can I use with
Yeah,
my-
please.
Alhamdulillah, terima kasih banyak sudah sampai grand final. Ya, ini bukan hanya dari usaha saya, melainkan sampai saat ini bisa sejauh ini, terutama ada istri, ada orang tua juga yang doain. Ya, sekali lagi selangkah lagi tolong doain, dukung saya untuk bisa jadi perwakilan MU di Jepang nanti. Amin.
That's
Thank
it,
you very
clearly.
much.
A message from the Garuda and all people behind you there in Indonesia.
Sure.
Lovely to see. Great community, great people. I was lucky to be part of this environment and community so far not that much time ago. So we'll see. Harry, Senra, what expect from us in the grand final in a few moments.